Without number 9, Manchester City's attack cannot ripe. The 0-0 draw with Southampton shows that Manchester City's fear of missing a striker is real. Midfielders do not always replace the basic tasks of Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. Against Southampton, Manchester City had a bad day in finishing. They launched 16 phases to bombard the opponent's goal, but only one hit the target, Phil Foden's header in injury time. This is Manchester City's lowest figure in a Premier League match since the match against Stoke City on March 8, 2017, one shot on target. Manchester City's top finishers against Southampton were Sterling, 4 times, and Jesus, 3 times, both failed to hit the ball on target at all. Sterling in his 200th match with Manchester City continued to display ungainly in front of the opponent's goal, typically putting his heart out in the middle of the first half. Jesus is equally bad with inaccurate close-range shots. Perhaps Guardiola was wrong right from the layout of the squad when he suddenly used both Sterling and Jesus, the spearheads that often sat on the bench. Manchester City from a flexible football style with virtual striker Ferran Torres, this game is outside, to a more rustic way of kicking the ball down the sides and then stretching it for the striker inside. But this way of playing inadvertently exposes the limitation of Manchester City's finishing. They completely lack a number 9 that can stalk, run, head, and move quickly. When Guardiola corrected his mistake by launching De Bruyne, Mahrez, and Foden into the field in the second half, the Manchester City midfield was much sharper. But the finishing stage is still no one in charge. The 0-0 draw with Southampton reminded Guardiola that they had a failed transfer window, when they could not bring in Harry Kane or Cristiano Ronaldo, the strikers Pep wanted to solve the scoring problem. Lacking a great striker, Guardiola has built a pretty smooth and effective virtual striker play. Manchester City scored 17 goals in the last 4 matches before meeting Southampton. Manchester City's 4-3-3 system, with Ferran Torres starting at the top, actually had no real strikers. Relying on the strength of the midfield, the effective attacking ability of the wingers, and the flexibility of the players in occupying space, Manchester City's virtual striker play shows remarkable destructive power. Respect. But Guardiola himself also understands that it is not possible to defeat every opponent with a single weapon. The defeat against Tottenham in the opening round showed that Manchester City's virtual striker play can be completely broken against old opponents and disciplined defense. In that match, coach Nuno Espirito Santo directed the students not to be sucked into Ferran Torres, but to focus on blocking the wings and putting suffocating pressure on the Manchester City midfielders. When Tottenham do that well, Manchester City's flexibility is limited. Therefore, Guardiola does not want to rely on virtual striker play. The welcome to Southampton showed a less variable Manchester City, actively stuffing the ball into the penalty area for the striker to finish. But unfortunately, they don't have a Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, or Erling Haaland. 15 shots in the official 90 minutes did not find the Southampton goal. Missing a number 9, Manchester City's attack cannot ripen. This problem needs to be solved urgently in the winter transfer period.